Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm really excited about this. I'm Swingtime. I play Swing Dancer for Clouded Minds, U.S. Silver Moon Raiding Guild. Um, we're here for the first episode of Meet the Raid Team. So, this is a segment I'm hoping to do weekly and maybe have a different member from our team on and do a little interview. But tonight, super excited to welcome Tilr.
Hello.
So Tilr joined Clouded Minds in February 2017. He's one of our officers. He plays a monk named Kieran Shire. And so I just have some interview questions for you, if that's cool.
All right. Has it really been since February?
Yeah, I looked it up, actually.
Damn, I know I joined, what was it? Was it Tomb first, then Nighthold?
I think
Right?
so. Yeah, we looked it up. Star and I looked it up, and it was February 2017. So time flies,
Jesus.
right?
Yeah, no kidding.
It's crazy. Okay, so let's get started here. So we'll just start with some basics, so people can learn a little bit more about you. So where are you from?
I'm actually from California, to be very vague about it.
No, that's fine.
But,
Yeah,
but otherwise,
I don't need your
I'm just
address or anything.
Oh yeah, no, you're good. No, but just generally the Sacramento area.
Okay.
Just I've always kind of lived out, I've never lived outside of California, to be honest. Spent most of my time here. A little time in the country, a little time in the city.
Nice. And what do you do for a living right now?
Right now I'm actually a barista at Starbucks, so I get to enjoy
Yes.
all that goodness.
Can you make me a vanilla latte, a venti vanilla latte with cinnamon powder?
Dude, that's like basic.
I know, I'm so boring, but I love it. It's like my favorite. Okay, so I just wanted to ask you a little bit about your background in gaming. So, what's
Okay.
the very first video game you ever remember playing, like in your life?
Going way back, like I know I played, Pokemon Red version. I remember going to Target and picking it up, and I remember Brett Godsey coming, and he obviously got Blue version, so I played Red, he played Blue, and then Greg picked up Blue as well. So the three of us all played Pokemon together back then. But at the same time, we were playing things like a Spyro the Dragon. Even we were playing Diablo 2 back in the day. So we've been kind of Blizzard indoctrinated since the beginning.
And when did you actually start playing WoW? Like, what expansion?
I started playing WoW. We didn't know it, but it was right at the beginning of Burning Crusade, because when we were starting to run around, I initially was actually a dwarf hunter by the name of Tilr. I wasn't a druid and I wasn't a monk. I was a dwarf hunter. And Brett was actually playing God, his human paladin. But we were running around and we saw these weird goat aliens running around. We're like, oh my god, how do you play as one of those? And someone's like, well, if you have the expansion, just go create a character and you can play as them. We're like, okay, cool. So we logged out and could not figure it out. Turns out we never bought the expansion because we didn't know there was an expansion.
Right,
But we
then
were right
everything
at the
was kinda
beginning of
new.
Burning Crusade.
Nobody really
Yeah, 'cause
totally understood how it worked.
Yeah, we were totally new. We didn't understand stats or anything like that. Brett and Greg, all the way until they were like level 75, played prop paladins with spell power gear.
Oh, nice.
I kid you not.
I
They
love
hit
it.
hard, but they were not tanky. But we thought, I cast spells, I use spell power. It made sense to us.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
I played a hunter, so it's easy.
For
Tell
for
and
people that
whatever.
don't know, let me give you a leading next question, and that is, hey, do you happen to have any relatives in the guild?
Well, as a matter of fact, they do.
Really?
No,
Do
Yeah,
tell.
Greg DeShamy, one of our, I want to say like on-off healers, since work keeps him away from the game a lot of the time, at least during our raid nights, is my dad. He was actually here before I was, and when the expansion dropped, I was just kind of wandering around a little bit. I didn't really have a direction this expansion. I was just kind of playing the game because when a new WoW expansion comes out, I play. But I didn't have a raiding guild because my raiding guild in Mists of Pandaria fell apart, and then I never got into one for Draenor. So here I was just kind of, again, wandering around, and Greg found Clouded Minds and was like, hey, we could use another healer. You should bring your druid in, and, we'll do this. So you guys carried me through the first couple of weeks of me being on my druid. And then after a while, my brother was getting back into it. Brett, who plays our rogue now, Godsey, was on his holy paladin, and he healed for us for a short time, and then went ret, and then now he's in on a rogue. Jez, who unfortunately isn't here tonight due to school reasons, is our death knight, and she's my sister. Not directly family, but Snow is my girlfriend who plays our feral druid. And then to even extend it, my sister-in-law, Erwin, is one of our healers.
I just love that. So while we're talking about family, I do have some pictures to share.
Yeah.
Give it a couple
Let's do
seconds.
it.
You should see it pop up on the stream there, Tilr. So
Yeah.
what are we looking? Tell me what we're looking at here. So this is you in the middle, right?
Yeah, that was actually taken on our property. Godsey has a similar one. I don't know exactly where it is, but he's looking fly in his bomber jacket. But yeah, we were out in the country, and our mom had a camera and just wanted to take pictures of all the kids out in the basically on the property because we had 5.5 to 11 acres at the time.
Nice.
Yeah, so fun
And
stuff.
who are the others? So that's Brett and Jez, right?
Yeah, that is in fact Brett and Jez.
And that's baby Jez there on the right.
Yes, that
That's
is little baby
adorable.
Jez. Yes.
So we definitely have a family affair going on here in the guild with we call it the quote unquote Greg crew, since Greg is the patriarch, if you will.
Spawns of Greg.
All right. So I do have some additional questions for you. So I know you talked about how Clouded Minds was looking for a healer. That's how you ended up joining with us. I'm sure you've been in a lot of guilds in your WoW career. So why this guild? Why Clouded Minds?
So going way back in the day, Brett, Greg, and I were all part of a guild, Lords of Ironforge. We remember that one very fondly. It was actually our first guild that we were really in together, but it was a huge social guild. Like when they said, "Hey, we're gonna go raid," well, for us that was we went to Crossroads, killed all the guards, and then got swept by the actual players who would come by and kill all of us because we thought we were super cool at level 42, killing 40 guards. But that kind of like instilled this group mentality for me. And then after Lords, we all kind of went our separate ways. And then Lich King, I picked up another raiding guild, but I had dropped my hunter and I started playing a druid at that time. And that was Sanctification. And I started raiding then, and that's what got me starting really enjoying raiding. And it wasn't because, Dad got me into it. It wasn't because, Brett found a group. It was I found my own group, and I liked it a lot. And it was something I enjoyed. But then after, I don't even know why I left that guild. But yet again, Greg was like, hey, the guild I'm in could use some help. So how about you come join me, and we'll raid together. And then after some time of us running together, just like this time, hey, Brett, you should come raid with us because, you're just doing PvP and not doing anything while you play this game. So come raid with us because we need your warlock or whatever. And then as we started doing things like that, we started just continuing playing as a family for that whole expansion, then would separate, play as a family again, then separate, and it happened over and over again. And then with Clouded Minds, again, like I was saying, I was kind of, again, lost at the beginning of an expansion. Like, well, the guild from Mists of Pandaria completely fell apart due to guild drama. That's a whole lot of fun. That kind of actually caused Brett to stop playing for a year and a half. Actually, no, for expansion and a half. Brett stopped playing completely. Greg basically became farming simulator for him because it was Panda. So you literally went to your farm, gathered everything, and then just logged off and did it on another tune. He literally had, I think, 11 tunes capped out at that point. And I was kind of along the same line. I'd get on once a week just to kind of see. So then when this came around and I was still guildless, Greg had found a guild and, told me to come on over. And, now I've worked my way up. I've become an officer in the guild and, I put time and effort into playing. I make sure other players are getting better. Like, I play a lot with Snow, not just because she's my girlfriend, because I want to see her improve. And now she's really doing well as far as DPS meters go, and that I'm proud of. That I can say I helped one of our players get better. Brett and I run with Erwin to help her get gear. Even Jez, me and Greg, Snow, and Godsey will all run with Jez to get her gear so we could all have a solid raid team. And that's really kind of what it was for me, was working as a team. And that's why I'm here, is because we work well as a team. Yes, we might have our differences with how things are supposed to be done, but we do come to a common conclusion and we can actually move forward. Like, we finally reached 19, 20 consistent members, and we can hopefully start doing Mythic in the next week or two. Because I'd at least like to see this tier's raid content in Mythic.
Yeah, for sure. Also, you play a monk right now.
Yeah.
What is it about the monk that you like so much?
So with my druid healer, and believe me, I love her to death, but what it was druid heals. It wasn't clicking with me how healing got changed this raid tier, or even just this expansion altogether. And I just wasn't doing well as a druid healer. I would compare myself to Rel and Kami and even Theron's back when he would heal for us, and I wasn't competing efficiently enough. And I felt like I was having a lot of downtime. And then when Molsey was with us and he was talking to me about the monk, and I liked how his style was when he would play his monk, even his DPS. And then for a short while, Tickle and I were talking about switching, where she would run her druid and I would bring my rogue in, because it was kind of just to shake things up but keep the raid composition the same. And then after, I believe it was Theron's or Rel, I remember which one left at the time, but we needed both of us to stay heals. I didn't want there to be two druid healers, so I figured I'll play something that can have that versatility of swapping off to DPS if you need me to, or staying as a healer.
And we definitely have made use of that.
Yeah, and I like how the monk heals, because at the time, because I knew I wasn't needed as a full healer on those fights, we needed 3 healers, so I used the fist weaving monk style for healing, which is that mixture of DPSing and healing, and I felt really comfortable with that, because when I needed to drop big heals, I could stop doing damage, just throw heals out there, and then when things started to cool down, I would then go back into my DPS rotation that incorporated my healing with it. Yeah. So I wasn't, putting high numbers of DPS, but I was contributing, those 100% healer parses on DPS.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. All right. So I think those are most of the serious questions out of the way. I now have a lightning round for you with a little bit more fun questions.
All right, let's see what we got.
We'll just kind of move through this. So, well, first of all, if you were going to form a boy band, who would be the other 4 members of your boy band from our raid team?
Ooh, Raisins is singing, like, hands down. Like, Raisins will be my singer. And Godsey would definitely have to be, like, I guess if I have a drummer, that'd be Godsey, just because if you've ever seen him play, his keyboard makes no goddamn sense, but he's really quick at it, so I know he could at least do something for me in the back there. I'm thinking, in all boy bands, is it 4 members or 5?
I'm giving you a total of 5, so you have 2 more.
Okay.
2 more members.
Okay, so yeah, because all boy bands have 5, otherwise it's never going to last.
Exactly.
Let's see. I'll let Star be the face. He'll be the one that everyone can just throw.
Because he'd be like forcing his way in there.
He'd be out there anyways, so he can just be a little belligerent like he wants to be, and everyone will throw themselves at him, and he can take that heat, and I know he can handle it. I assume he can handle it.
Okay, you've got one more.
Oh God, one more, and if it's a boy band.
Yeah, it's a boy band. Okay,
Fate's my shy, soft-spoken one.
Yes, I'm so glad you picked Fate. I love it. That's awesome. All right, cool. Okay, so here we go. Some more questions. Name a hobby you have outside of video games.
Outside of video games, I play in 2 D&D groups.
Nice.
And just as a side note, I do a little bit of programming, especially for school, though, because that's what I am doing school for, is software development.
Okay.
But on the fun part, I DM one group, and I play as a player in another D&D group.
Okay, that's cool. D&D is cool. All right, what's your spirit animal?
Oh, I'm a cat.
Okay.
That's I got asked that question the other day for reals.
Oh,
I'm
really?
a cat. Yeah.
That's funny. All right. Yeah, no. Let's say it's late at night. You wake up in the middle of the night and you're really craving something sweet. You go to your freezer and you open it up, and every single flavor of ice cream ever made is in your freezer. Which one are you choosing?
I'm a cookie dough person.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, straight up cookie dough. Or if I have it, cake batter, because Cold Stone's cake batter is the winner right there.
All right, next question. What WoW ability would you like to have in real life?
Shit.
Any class.
So just off my monk, I want Chi-Ji because I love that stupid chicken. Because he does his best. He is everywhere. But even off the monk, I like Storm, Earth, and Fire. Being able to split into 3 would be pretty cool. You can get a lot of shit done really fast.
Nice. All right. What's your favorite type of music?
I listen to a lot of EDM, but growing up through high school, I listened to a lot of pop punk.
Okay. What is your favorite Disney character?
Okay, I can get really technical because isn't like all of Star Wars and Marvel under Disney now?
Well, animated Disney character.
Animated Disney, okay. Shit, animated Disney character. Is Stitch Disney? Or is he?
Oh,
no, I don't know.
I'm not sure actually. I think
if so, he's the winner. Otherwise, I'm trying to think of Disney characters right now that aren't
I think
princesses.
Arrow is saying yes, he is Disney.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Stitch.
Beautiful. I'm down with Stitch. Stitch
All
is
right.
boss.
You're on death row. What's your last meal?
Mashed potatoes or spaghetti, either one. I'm happy with either.
Okay. And do you have any pets?
Yes. Personally, I have a Siberian Husky, but in the family, we have him. We have our Dachshund Chihuahua mix, our teacup Maltese, and our 2 cats.
Okay. And I think this is the last one. Just any random fact people don't know about you?
Well, I mean, everyone knows I'm diabetic. That's not a hidden fact. What? Not a secret disease. Well, hey, look, here's Claire. All right, Claire, go on to bed. It's like hidden secret fact. Low key, I'm taking over the guild.
Very funny.
No, I don't know. I don't really like have anything like secret. I'm pretty open and outgoing about things, so
All right.
I can't really think of anything.
Fair enough. Do you have any shout outs before we close things up?
Directly, no shout. Oh, actually, you know what? No. Today is Greg and our mom's anniversary, so I know he's probably not watching. He's busy at the show, but happy anniversary, Brett. We dropped the ball, so we forgot. We knew why they were going out, but forgot that today was the actual day. So cool. I want to wish them a happy anniversary and have fun doing whatever they're doing overall and have a good time in Tahoe. And
nice.
Yeah, otherwise, nothing crazy, just I hope everyone enjoys, your channel, because I enjoy checking it out, especially when I'm at school and I'm unable to make raid, and I can still keep in contact with everybody and see what's going on and how you guys are doing.
Cool.
So thank you to the viewers who show up and let us do these kind of things.
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you everybody for watching. And that will do it for my episode number 1, Meet the Raid Team with Tilr. Thank you so much for coming on, Tilr. I really appreciate it.
Of course, I'm glad I can actually be here at least on Wednesdays for now.
For sure. If anybody else is interested in joining our guild, we do have a lot of fun. Just contact me or, come to our Discord. You'll see the Discord information on the bottom of your screen. And just, come join the fun. We have a really good time, and we're doing some heroic raiding, hoping to get into Mythic, but we need more people to do it. So if you're interested, come check it out.
We also intermittently do PvP. You guys should check it out.
Yeah.
Gonzi does a good job at leading that.
For sure. So, all right, guys. So next week I'll have another episode. I don't know who the next guest is going to be. I have to sweet talk my raid team and see who's going to be brave.
Apparently we have to buy Tommy a webcam.
We're going to go ahead and quickly be right back and get to some more raiding. So thanks everybody for watching.